So one other thing to mention, just as I'm getting into my car today, is these new waterproof trousers that I picked up for £5 in a charity shop. They're actually trespass trousers, so they're quite a good make. And yeah, I got them for £5. Now, the funny thing is, I didn't realise, but they've still got the tag in them there. Look at that! Oh, brilliant. Welcome to another Lewis Art video. A little bit windy today. I'm not sure how the camera's going to work out here. It's quite blustery, so apologies for that. I'm over at Northam Burrows. I tried to get in one way and you have to pay until October to get in. Well, you know, which is a pain in the backside. So I just went down the road a little bit and found another way in, and you don't have to pay. So that's quite useful. Saved me a bit of money today. But basically I'm out here and I think I found myself a little bit of a low spot to paint, so I'm going to give that a go. So one of the things I'm going to try and do today is a Notan sketch. So basically Notan is the underlying abstract framework or pattern upon which the value structure of a painting is created. So in terms of how the Japanese Notan originally worked, it was ink washes, and so you would get very strong ink wash, which was very dark. So the darkest darks would be just pure ink, and then they would water the ink down to get lighter marks. And so that was where the Notan came from originally in terms of the Japanese Notan. And I'm going to today just pretty much do a similar sort of thing with the undercoat of my painting. So I'm going to use it to find the dark and lights. So let's give it a go. So the canvas board that I'm using today, I'm back to my favourite old 8x10 canvas panel by Arteza. 100% cotton, 8 ounce primed, blah 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 blah. There is some pretty spectacular grey clouds blowing this way. I would be amazed if I get this done and stay dry, but I'm gonna give it a go. So my paint today is lamp black. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a very grey, light grey wash over the entire canvas so I can wipe that away to create the lights and then add the darker tones in as well. So let's give it a go. I'm just going to get a pencil and just mark onto the board today. I'm going to take 5 minutes just working this sketch out properly, making sure that I've got it roughly right, and then I'm going to go for it with my Notan study. So I've sketched it in there. All that's left to do now is to sort of black it off a little bit and then start looking at the darker lights. So by creating a mid-tone, what I've achieved is two things. Basically, first of all, I'm now in a position where I can wipe away for lighter tones and I can add in black for darker tones. That's the first thing. So for the value, it's kind of given me that mid-tone there. But the second thing is, it's wiped off the bloody pencil sketch I drew. So I've got to do it all over again. Well, there you go. Well, it is practically impossible to see, but there is pencil markings back in there now. So I've kind of marked it out. Now I'm going to just focus in on the darks and lights. So a tiny bit of black, and then also I'm going to add a bit of white to it just to get that lightest light in there. And then we'll just work from there, I think. Although I might wipe away first and then add the white last. Yeah, I'm probably going to wipe away. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put it in the darkest darks, wipe away the lights, and then add any white in just to get that lightest light. Let's try that. So initially I'm just going to use a number 2 brush, and let's see how we go from there. So yeah, the darkest dark is under the bridge there. My car is over there. I mean, it could rain, I could get pretty much soaked here now, but I'm going to go for it. Okay, so what you can see so far is the sort of darks that I've put in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start wiping away some of the lighter areas, and we'll see if we can get some sort of difference going on in there. Yeah, let's go for that. So far, this is what it's looking like. Yeah, it's not a bad starting point, to be honest, and it's given me enough sort of shape from the dark, I think, to kind of just sort of really go for it there. Do you know what I haven't done? I haven't actually taken a photo, so I'm going to do that anyway. And then I can sort of just add in some light and maybe a couple of little bit more mid-tone, and we'll see where we are. Yeah, it's looking all right. It's looking all right. It's quite good. You could definitely sort of work off of this, I think, without any shadow of a doubt. Shadow, oh, love it. So here is my Notan sketch with a little bit of white added in just to give the lightest light. It's fairly straightforward at doing it this way, but yeah, it works quite well. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a 30-minute painting challenge. So only 30 minutes to complete the painting, but I do have the foundation of the Notan sketch there already. So the dark and lights are pretty much in. So here we go, 30-minute challenge. So I don't know if you can see that, but I'll try and, I wonder if there's a timer on my video editing. I might have a look for that. But here, basically, I've set it up. So this is 30 minutes. Get ready, steady, go. And we're off. Oh my God, I've already wasted 2 seconds. So this is the Notan sketch that I've done previously. Now it's 30 minutes of adding color. That's all I am allowed to do. 30 minutes. And like I say, already started, so I better crack on. Here we go. Oh dear, as soon as I start it begins to rain. It's windy, it's raining, all sorts of things going on now. This is going to be a challenge. I forgot to mention my paints today: titanium white, ultramarine blue, cadmium lemon, alizarin crimson, and burnt sienna. Plus I have a little bit of black left over from the Notan sketch. So yep, that's it. Quite a bit of water on the canvas already from the rain. I'm going to persevere. 27 minutes to go. Good God, I haven't done anything yet. I probably should pause it when I'm setting up and doing filming, but I haven't. So well, 27 minutes, here we go. Okay, so at the 18-minute mark, and this is what I got so far. It's whizzing along. I've kind of committed to my shadow now, so that's going to stay pretty much as it is. Yeah, so you know, it's not pulled down completely. There's lovely clouds appearing. It's pretty dark over there, which is coming towards me. But I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to get this done. So yeah, let's crack on. Randomly, there is a squirrel running around. Have a look at that. Squirrel at the beach. Crazy times. So 8.5 minutes left to go. This is what I've got. I still haven't got to the sky or the grass, but I've put the water in as I see it for a moment. It's kind of a bit hit and miss, but you know, 30 minutes doesn't half fly by. So I'm just going to keep pushing away now. I'm going to give myself sort of 4 or 5 minutes at the end just to put the sky in and a few more lights. Yeah, we'll see, and then that'll be the challenge over and done with. My word, it has flown by. Okay, 3 minutes left. I'm gonna whack in some blue and then turn that blue into green, and then I think I'll be out of time. So one last blast. So that's time up. I think the camera's dropped off. So that's what I've finished with. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to take that back to the studio and have a good and... Right, turn the alarm off. Right, stop now. Shut up. Oh, there it is. Right, so I'm going to take that back to the studio and have a look at that. But that was 30 minutes. Right at the start I had the Notan to help. But you know, I've blasted it out. I've probably not got the colour right in the water, to be honest. It probably could have done with being a bit darker, but I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, so that's that one. Let's get back in the studio and have a look. So here is the painting returned from the outside world. It surprised me actually how dark it was, and I don't suppose it really should, considering that the underlayer was all black and grey, and so that's obviously mixed in as well. Looking through the camera, it's actually come out brighter than it feels and looks to me in real life. It's a bit weird, that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a little bit of time kind of making it a little bit stronger in certain places. For example, this is fuzzy here. Bring the blue out a little bit more, maybe enhance the cloud a little. tidy this up here. This is slightly out of sync. So it sort of pulls off in that direction. We'll come back and we'll have a look and see whether I've improved it or destroyed it. And so here it is, the final piece. You know, it's almost like an illustrative piece, this one, isn't it? You know, these white lines and things are probably not necessarily how it would really reflect. So the realism's kind of disappeared, in my opinion. And so you have this more illustrative version of what's there. And I guess that is kind of my style. I tend to do that more than I do make it realistic. Oh, it can go right through the tunnel. Nearly. Go through the tunnel. In through the tunnel. I think this is okay. I think I've got some of the shading right. Some of the colours and the tones. I think I've matched it all together. I think I've kept that really clean line across the bridge that I'd like. It's kind of come out as I thought it would. The stones don't look too bad, as with the tiley stones, the side-on stones down the side. A little bit of the earth in the front here, the water that was bubbling and swirling around here before swooping in under the bridge. The earth under the bridge, and then the light out through the other side. This isn't too bad. Clouds quite pleasant. I mean, I'm quite pleased with the finished piece here, and I tidied this one up in the studio a little bit more than usual, and that's kind of got me thinking I need to perhaps go back over some of my older pictures and tidy them up too. So I think that's something I'll look to do now with my previous pictures, particularly as it's getting wetter and colder, and some days I'm not going to be able to get out as much, get out to paint, so perhaps I'll stay in and paint. So that's another step in the right direction for me. But I enjoyed this one. It's a nice finish. I'd be quite happy to put this one up on my website, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with the finished results. So all in all, not a bad day at all. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this or any of my other videos, there are a number of ways you can support me in the future. Like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And now you can even donate on my Buy Me a Coffee page. As you can see from my new videos, I love coffee. But your donation will do more than just keep me full of caffeine. Every donation will go straight into buying new art materials for future projects, so your help will be truly appreciated. It's easy to use. Simply follow the link and you can donate as little as £2 to help out. Feel free to leave a comment, and there's even a link to my website. Your support really does go a long way to helping me to create more art in the future. Thanks.